Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in this video, this is a 1.10 update review. So within the last few days, Minecraft 1.10 was released, and today we're going to talk about all the features that it added. It did add a few things, a lot of them being different sounds and a few different mobs, along with one of my favorite features I think Minecraft has ever added. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing that we gotta cover is when you go, I'll put it in F5, and when you go in options and then in controls, you now see an auto jump option right here. And basically what auto jump is you can walk up one block high blocks without jumping. It automatically jumps for you. Now this is something that mods have added for a long time, and like mod packs, this was introduced a long time ago, but I'm very happy that Minecraft has added that into the game. It makes it a lot easier, and I don't know, but I know for games like Mine-Z and stuff where hunger is really important, you don't want to jump as much. So I don't know if going up this block counts as a jump for hunger or not. I assume it would. It's pretty good though, like it's not trapping me on the side of the blocks at all. It works really good. Alright, so now the second thing that we want to cover is I gotta go inside of a cave. Where is it? Right here. And you can see that suspended sand actually now has a, ooh, see that's when if you back up too far, it'll automatically jump for you. Falling sand now has a particle effect, and I think it's pretty cool, just adding little details to Minecraft that make it look just a little bit better. So the next thing that was added was fossils, and they were actually, they spawn 15 to 24 blocks inside of desert, swamplands, and a few other biomes as well. I unfortunately wasn't able to find one, and yes, we are going to go explore that before the end of the video. I tried to build this thing to show off the particle effects for sand, but for some reason it wasn't doing it. So fossils are composed of bone blocks and some coal ore, arranged to resemble the skulls and spines of giant extinct creatures. There are 4 variants of the skull and 4 variants of the spine. So basically you can find 4 different variants of the skull and the spine, and you'll find some coal along with them. They're somewhere in the desert. They spawn, oh, they're pretty rare. Each chunk has a 1 in 64 chance of spawning a fossil. So that means every chunk in this biome has a 1 in 64 chance of spawning one. So they're pretty rare. I think that means they're more valuable than diamonds, or they're rarer than diamonds at least. Now the next block that they added was a block designed for map make. So if I place a structure block down, I don't have them on me because I don't know how to spawn them. You can basically set saves and copies and loads of whatever you want. So if I wanted to take an entire schematic of this village here, I could place down one, I could set the parameters and the chords that I wanted, and I think I could copy and then paste it to wherever I wanted. It's not in vanilla, or sorry, it's not in survival. It's only, I think you can only spawn it from a console, from a command block itself. But other than that, that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to help map makers out a ton. Alright, so the next block is the magma block. It's found in the nether, generating 4 veins per chunk between Y27 and Y36. It's crafted using 4 magma cream. Mobs and players take half a heart of damage per second while standing on it, and mobs will avoid walking on it if they can. That's basically it. Most mobs won't spawn on this except for the fiery nether mobs, aka Blaze, Magma Slime, Zombie Pigmen. If the player has a frost walking enchantment on their boots and they walk across this, they actually won't take any damage. And obviously it makes sense if they have fire res on and you walk across these blocks, you don't take damage either. Moving on to the next block. The next block is a nether wart block. It's crafted with a 3x3, or sorry, you have to fill the 3x3 window with nether warts inside the crafting table. It cannot be crafted back in a nether wart. Make sure you guys know that before you start converting all of your nether wart into these blocks to try to save a little bit of space. Once you get them into these blocks, you can't go back. And the next one is a red nether brick. It's crafted by placing 2x2 checkerboard of 2 nether brick and 2 nether wart in a crafting table. And I think it's a very cool looking block actually. It gives it that almost reflective modded Minecraft feel. Alright, and then of course we have the bone blocks. You craft them by filling up a 3x3 in the crafting table with bone meal. Placing it in a crafting table yields 9 bone meal back, so that makes sense. Found underground in desert swamps as part of a fossil structure. Okay, so basically there's going to be these fossil structures, and inside those structures you're going to find these blocks and the other obviously spines and skulls and stuff and coal. All right, let's get into the mobs. Oh, what happened to them? What? I had zombies in here. All right, well, we might have to spawn them back. The first and probably most exciting mob that they added was, of course, the polar bear, and they are huge. They are massive mobs. All right, so quickly, they spawn as adults and children randomly in ice spikes, ice mountains, and ice plain spike biomes. When they spawn, they're passive, but if you get too close to the babies, the mamas will become very aggressive. When you hit one of them, the parents will charge and attack you and the babies will run away. But if you are getting chased by a polar bear, my #1 recommendation is do not jump in the water, because these guys can actually swim faster than the player can in water, so that's not a very viable escape route. And when you kill them, they drop raw fish. They drop 1 to 2 raw fish and 1 to 2 salmon. All right, let's go over the husks now. I actually had 4 of them in here, but now that it's night, I don't even have to. Here they are right here. So basically, they added a new type of skeleton in desert, desert hills, and desert mountain biomes. 80% of the zombies that spawn in these biomes will be these husk zombies. They have custom sounds. They have custom. These guys do not burn in sunlight, and when a zombie spawns and you can't see, the zombie can't see the sky, they will become normal zombies or zombie villagers. When they can see the sky, I think that's when they become, or that's when it allows the possibility for them to become husks. That's why when I was spawning them under here, they were like almost all of them were just normal zombies. Oh god, there's another one. He's going for the village. They can spawn as a baby and on a jockey, or as a chicken jockey, sorry. And it applies hunger when attacking. I don't know exactly what that means. I will break this and I will hop into game mode S. I'm probably not going to last very long. I just ate a god apple and it actually shows your potion effects at the top right, which is absolutely awesome. I don't know, it says I have absorption 4 though. I thought it only used to be absorption 3 or absorption 2. I'm going to eat another one and we'll see. Look at how many extra hearts I get. That's amazing. I have absorption 4, regen 2. I think the regen went down. Or maybe I'm just used to factions. Anyway, we're done with this biome here. We gotta head over to an ice spikes biome so I can show you guys. Wait, did I not take damage there? See, look at, I don't even think they're gonna come and get me because I have fire resistance on right now. Yeah, so I could literally just stand right here. Oh, I wonder if you can make an AFK spawner like this. Oh, you actually probably almost could because items don't burn here. Anyway, I'm going to find an ice spikes biome and we're going to finish off the vid. And you guys thought I forgot to do this. All right, let's go. I want to see what they have in here quickly. Anything good? Ooh, normal golden apple. They got a looting 2 book. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, nothing really good. I thought it was going to be better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not what I was going to look for, but I found something cool. This is a new type of mine shaft that actually spawns only in mesas, and they spawn almost on the surface. I actually didn't think I was gonna find one. I was flying through this biome, and I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to help me find anything underground. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. Nice. So I thought I was just gonna skip it, and I go by and I see this flat. I was like, what is this? And I come back and then I see all of these guys, and then I see the cobwebs, and I was like, oh god, here we go. But this is basically it. They're not that deep. They're pretty shallow. But there is gold. And this is level 66. I don't know if gold should be spawning at level 66. That might just be the generation of that. But that's pretty cool. They changed a few other things in mesas. I think the sand or the clay doesn't go as deep as it used to. I think it only goes like 15 blocks down now. But on to the ice spikes. I've literally tried to find an ice spikes biome or some ice biome for the last 35 minutes. This is awful. There it is! Oh my god, thank god. That took way too long. Alright, to get it over with, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the stray zombie. So in these biomes, the ice plains, ice mountains, or ice spikes, 80% of the skeletons spawned in that biome will be these guys. And they're a little bit different. Spiders spawned in these biomes actually have a chance to be spawned with these guys on top of them, which is pretty cool. And the drops are the same as skeletons, but also have a 50% chance of dropping 1 tipped arrow of slowness. So let's see if we can find one. That's weird. I've killed like 10 of these guys and they're not dropping that tipped arrow. They also shoot those same arrows where they give you slowness for 30 seconds, I think it is. Alright, so now for something pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and drop a few of these around here. Got a few going over there. Now if we go ahead and get a fishing rod and we right click, you can see that fishing rods will actually pull items to players now, which is awesome. I think this should have been added a long time ago. So that one got pulled, that one got pulled. It kind of, you have to just kind of toss it to and it locks on with itself like that. If I throw it up here, it'll keep going. But if I throw it kind of there, it legs into it kind of. Not picking them up, I don't know why. Maybe a little bit buggy with the snow. And the last change for 1.10 is that Endermen now have a slight chance to spawn in the Nether, which I think is pretty cool. We can have an Enderman spawner in the Nether if we wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna wrap up this video of the 1.10 update. I hope you guys did enjoy. There's a lot of cool things that were introduced into Minecraft in 1.10. And honestly, I hope the cube updates to 1.10 fairly soon, because I want to take a stab at looking at some of these features in vanilla survival Minecraft and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one.